About all it takes us. And we're satisfied.
I picked the wrong damn channel.
Yeah, right.
Shit. Don't even know.
Alright, we're live now, so it's about 30 seconds behind, so it might have picked up that little pretty comment.
Demon's not spawned in yet.
Because I'm trying
We
to
got 5 people watching.
go
What's
shit.
going on, buddy? It said 3 p.m. What's the hold up? Look, Kaiser, he's commenting on the stream. But he's... Oh, well.
It's 3 p.m. What's the hold up? Hey, Kaiser. I thought Kaiser was joining in on the call.
Okay, I thought too.
So,
I need somebody to shoot me so I can get us.
Yeah, I'll send another call to Kaiser if you're listening.
Send another call to Drone too, por favor. I mean, not Drone. Money.
Yeah, I've been sending calls to Money.
He's saying that you're not calling him.
I'm calling him. Yes, sir, I am. I'm gonna try to get Gunsmoke back in here.
Anyways. If you're not in the call yet, make sure that anybody watching also let me know everybody sounds.
Yeah, make sure we're clear. Everybody can hear and understand what the fuck we are saying.
Exactly.
Alright, it should be, the video should be out on YouTube.
I'm watching a run out.
Everybody in here, be sure to retweet it and all that other good shit.
Yep, like, share, let's get this out there. There'll be a lot of good information tonight, everybody.
This is it's gonna be for everybody here. Gunsmoke.
Hey.
Hi, Gunsmoke.
Ooh.
Yeah,
What's up, Gunsmoke? Oh my gosh, there we go again.
You guys are so dumb.
What's up?
Tell Money to get out of the fucking elevator.
Wow.
Definitely somewhere hiding. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, there's Monkey.
Oh, get Monkey in here. Where's he at? Oh, he's in the stream?
Yeah.
Monkey, you wanna hop in here to get your point of view?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sleeping Angels, Reflug, what's up? Says the game sounds a bit louder, but we need to talk. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I can do. I can actually just turn the game sound all the way off.
Alright, we're gonna get rolling here in just a minute. Even though we can't seem to get people in on the call here.
Yeah. Oh. So, Kaiser. Alright, so we should have no game sound. You're kind of just gonna...
Does Kaiser want to get in on the call?
Doesn't say anything.
Alright, give me 1 second. I gotta go refill some milk for little dude. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get
Also,
my
everybody
bottle.
watching that normally watches us, try to get us some questions. Monkey can't talk where he's at, so.
Shit.
Don't make that boy mad.
Turn it down.
I'm here.
The hell is that?
Oh.
Yeah,
make sure to like and share this out, and share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it everywhere. I want as much attention to this as possible.
Ooh.
Ouch.
What is the topic of discussion?
We're going to get into that. We're going to take, pretty good. We're going to take questions from the audience, viewers, and we're also going to have, B-Mon's got some stuff lined out for us to talk about.
Sorry. talk to get the computer. He said that he can't talk. Kaiser can't talk.
Okay. Hopefully my little man will be quiet throughout this, but
yeah, I'm lucky. We and Xiao actually are on 360, but this is kind of a private. You know, I guess you can join in and play. We just won't be able to hear you.
I'm gonna go ahead and call PBD for the fuck of it.
He's probably sleeping, but you can call him.
As the HCU representative, I'll speak on behalf of Kaiser.
Okay.
All right.
All right, you're gonna have to make a lot of gay jokes then.
Oh, that was mad professional.
Essentially, how to work is whatever I say, I'll have two people agreeing with me. So I'll have 2 votes for whatever I say.
Wow.
Okay, well, I was hoping for a bigger turnout than this, but it looks like we're gonna have to go ahead and get rolling for time's sake.
We're here.
A lot of people dropped the ball on being here, but that's okay.
It happens sometimes. Stuff kicks up.
Can somebody look at the messages? Can they see the comments on the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they could read out any questions that they might have as we go along. Okay. All right. Welcome everybody to, I believe, the 4th roundtable discussion of the HCU. We got some important news that we want to bring out here as Dynamic gets killed. But so basically, Dynamic had an idea a while back about making a tournament, kind of like the NFL playoffs sort of thing. Actually doing brackets and having all different types of clans and people play against each other, and then we'll crown a victor at the end after our Super Bowl, so to speak. So basically things that we've come up with so far, and I'll throw it over to Dynamic here in a minute and feel free to jump in here too, Dynamic, if something I say doesn't make sense. But we're going to call it the Hardcore League, the HCL. And basically it's going to be a 6v6 tournament. And we're going to do a couple restrictions. And basically to qualify to get in, you don't have to be an official clan with Activision. You just have to be 6 people that want to play, at least 6 people. And then of course you could have a few reserves if you'd like, but just keep in mind, if you have reserves on your team, if you are a reserve, the chances of you playing are probably pretty slim, so you probably just want to have a solid 6 that you roll with. So that's the idea. We want to do a tournament, and basically, being that this was Dynamic's idea, Dynamic's baby, he is going to be the commissioner of the league. And once we have everybody turn in their clans, so to speak, their teams, then they'll all go to Dynamic, and he will put them all together. We'll pick out the different maps and the game modes that you play, and you'll be in the bracket. And what I'm thinking is you'll actually sit down and talk with the opposing team that you're about to play, and you'll schedule out a time frame that you and that team can get together and play. Let's say within a week that you actually, receive the challenge, that you actually get booked to play that team, or else both of you guys will forfeit. Or, if one person is available, then the other team would forfeit, something like that. This is all things that we need. This is the reason why we're gathering here today, to work out the details, work out the rules, work out what we want to restrict, everything along those lines. So, Dynamic, you want to go ahead and get us jump started?
Sure. Pretty much I'm thinking 8 teams. It depends on how many people we get. I'm thinking maybe we should shut off slow, start with 8 teams, and then sort of jump start it from there. If we get way more people than what we expect, of course we'll bump up the teams.
And I want to throw this in real quick. The teams that we're going to have playing, they don't have to be a part of the HCU.
No.
They could be anybody out there. As
Anybody
long
that
as
comes
they're
forth and registers, I guess you could call it, and lets me know, then I'll put you down. That's pretty much how we're going to do that.
exactly, as long as they're respectful. If they're not a respectful team, then we're not even going to let you in. Sorry.
I'm going to make
Yeah.
a huge Google Doc, with everybody playing, all the teams.
Ooh,
all that
nice.
stuff. So I'll have it all figured out. The only problem we'll have, well, really it's not a problem, it'll be pretty difficult, it's just the schedule. That's the only thing that I can see as a huge problem. Getting everybody to play at a certain time, certain date.
Well, what I was thinking is that once you do have it all worked out and you know which team is playing each other, then those teams could sit down and discuss it and figure out what time works for both of those guys. And then, but we're gonna have to put some guidelines on there because we can't wait a damn year for a team to play each other.
Yeah, I think 30 minutes is probably the best.
30 minutes.
Wait, 30 minutes? What do you mean?
30 minutes. You wait for 30 minutes and they don't show up. It's over.
Oh,
yeah, but I'm talking about the schedule.
Like the date, the time.
Okay.
I agree with the 30-minute mark.
Oh, yeah. 30 minutes.
And see, all of these games, we're gonna do it upright. I mean, we want to stream all the games that play, so none of the games are gonna be going on simultaneously.
Even so, you'll be recording it, so you can just put it up on the HCU's channel. So I mean, either way, people are gonna see what's going on.
Yeah, and we'll end up putting the games on the HCU. Whoever wants to stream it can stream it on Twitch or stream it on their YouTube channel. That's completely fine. It doesn't have to be everything associated on the HCU. We just want the video on there so people could go back at like an archive type of thing. But go ahead, Dynamic. My bad. Stole the ball from you.
Pretty much. I mean, that's just the only problem I see so far. Of course, we're gonna have restrictions. We don't really know what maps people like. Of course, raid. People love raid. Slums.
Standoff.
Usual maps.
Yeah, definitely.
Depends on what people want. Domination is definitely gonna be something we play. Search and destroy was something that we figured maybe slow the game down, slow the series down. It's gonna be a series, so 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's the series. I'm thinking game 3 be search and destroy. Game 1 be dom. Game 2 be something that everybody likes. Maybe CTF. Maybe I don't know. Kill confirm. Maybe team deathmatch. That's questionable.
Yeah, and if I could jump in here, a lot of people have brought up that being that we're playing in private lobbies, so we could do game modes that are normally in core, like like what's that? Yeah, hardpoint.
CTF.
What's the
CTF.
one? What's the one where it's kind of like search and destroy, except you respawn? Demolition. That would be a good one.
That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
That would actually be really fun.
Possibilities are endless.
So what I'm thinking is that whenever you register, you could send it to Dynamics Twitter first of all, and he'll hand that out before the end of our stream here. But whenever you send him over the information, send over what game types you like, send over what maps you like. You kind of have to. Well, tell you what, just
application.
Yeah, an application. So basically, just get in touch with them or get in touch with me, and we'll basically run you down on how to get in and what you need to tell us that you like, what you need to tell us that you don't like, because after all, we're gonna try to appease everybody, but we want to make it fun to play and we want to make it fun to watch. So we're gonna be restricting a bunch of things that we deem bitch-worthy. And a bunch of maps that we deem really camper-friendly. We want run-and-gun type of pace in this.
Fast-paced, fun to watch, not camping in the back of your spawn, pretty much.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I have a question real quick.
All right, go ahead.
Is it going to be a best of 3 or a best of 5 series?
We're thinking the first time you play, it'll be like the best of 3.
Yeah, the first round you best of 3, and then we were thinking as you progress in the rounds, it gets more games, the series is longer, kind of like that.
Alright, so
I'm thinking
some of the scrims that I've done on the best of 3, we've done like, say, if you have host, you'll pick map, enemy picks game type. Is it going to be something like that? That way you bounce back and forth, and there's a balance between the teams.
Well, we were thinking having a referee, and he'd be the all-time host, somebody that has a good connection, It connects well to everybody.
That
so
you
that
could
way you ain't got to
agree
change.
But they would have to be on every game too. Like not only do you have to agree to times with two teams, you have to agree to time with that third party also. That's going to be difficult.
Well, the referee is going to be somebody that's available all the time. We're thinking.
Well, and it doesn't have to be one person to be a referee either.
Yeah, we'll have a lot.
We could have a few people.
Okay.
And because we want to make sure that whenever you schedule the time to play the other team, we want to get you together with a referee that you guys both can. And basically, another thing we was thinking is that each team is going to have a representative. That's who's going to be talking to the commissioner, aka Dynamic. That's okay. Whenever you go in the lobby, that's the only person that needs to speak on behalf of the team. So you need to figure out a representative for your team, and then when you go in there, you try out the connection with the referee, so to speak, and you say, hey, this works fine for us, or this does not. So it's not going to be everybody's going to be talking at the same time in the lobbies. It's just going to be the representative talking for your team.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a question here. We want to know if it's going to be PS3 only or Xbox
That's
only.
one thing that we want to cover here. Okay, so Dynamic is definitely the commissioner on the Xbox side of things. If you guys want to do this on the PlayStation side, somebody needs to step up and cover that role there. Most of the HCU is on the Xbox.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to step up and actually do this over on the PS3 side, we will do everything we can to, help you out, but we can't sit here and set up all the games for PS3 whenever we're never on there. Whenever we don't have a PS. So, and speaking of which, we're also thinking, doing this on Black Ops 2 because, frankly, Ghost fucking blows.
Yep.
I originally made this for Ghost 2, and it was a fucking letdown.
Yeah, and actually in the last roundtable discussion we had, we were talking about doing clans on Ghost, and you see how that worked out. Yeah. Because Ghost is just fucking terrible. But anyway.
Yeah.
So that ought to actually bring in more people if they still have their Xbox 360 or their PS3. Now, you got anything else to add to this dynamic? Ooh, damn.
Yeah, let me just ask, how big are the teams going to be? I'm pretty sure they said it's going to be
6v6.
Yep.
We agree.
Subs too.
We agree with a lot of the things that MLG does, but I think some of the things is just kind of boring. They need to have a couple more kill streaks. They need to have full teams. Yeah, and we're going to go over, we're going to give some ideas of stuff that we have that we want to ban here in a little bit. Yeah. But let's go ahead and start getting viewpoints or questions from the people that we have here. Let's go ahead and start with Money. What do you think about a tournament, like bracket type tournament that we're talking about here?
I think it's good. I think it's really good for the community, get juices flowing back into the HCU and get people more familiar with the primary channel versus everyone's individual channel. I think it'll be really good for the COD community in itself, since it's kind of in shambles right now with Ghost being crap. But
yeah,
I think it'll be really good, especially going into Advanced Warfare right before all the hype starts with all that crap.
Yeah, and if that game does turn out to be good, then we'll definitely transfer it over to that, and hopefully they've learned from their mistakes with Ghost.
Well, it has to be good. I don't think anyone's going to go back to playing Ghost, and Black Ops 2 will be completely dead by then.
Yeah. And this is not about the HCU. I mean, if this takes off, then we'll dedicate a channel to this HCL here. And make it a league, make it a competitive league sort of thing.
This is just a beta run, a trial run, a practice run.
Yeah, basically.
This is just trying to get the hardcore community out there a little bit more, is what it is. It's not about us, it's about everybody that plays it.
Yeah, and, they got MLG all day long, but what do they got
for hardcore? They need HLG.
What do they got for hardcore? They got game battles where, a lot of people just sit there and camp the whole damn time. It's not entertaining. A lot of it doesn't have to do with skill if a team is just going to sit on a fucking row and then they have to abide by all the shitty rules, but whatever. We want to...
type of hardcore players is campers. We're trying to reverse that.
Yeah.
Make people think about hardcore like that.
Show people how we really do play. All of our videos that we put out on YouTube, are pretty fucking action packed. So trying to transfer that over into a tournament. Diana, what do you think?
I think it's a good idea. I don't know. Sorry. I think it'll take a lot of organization and setup. I don't know how it's going to be on the PS side, but I think a lot of us are friends already on the 360 side, so it'll be a lot more easier for us.
Yeah, and that's why somebody needs to step up if you want to do this on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Well, I think on the PlayStation side, we already know who the champions are going to be anyway. But
So
yeah, Daron and his crew.
It'd be a good run.
Oh yeah, Daron, can you do both 360 and PS then? You know?
We mean like
Is it,
playing, or you mean?
yeah, playing if there's like a league for both.
I could. I mean, it just depends on what they want to set forth as rules. I mean, if they want to say that if you play one side, you can't play the other, or if you want to play Deion Sanders and play offense and defense, both sides.
I don't know if I didn't hear you say this, but did you say we have to have like a set 6, or can we have alternates?
Yeah, you can have alternates.
Oh, okay.
Just if you're gonna have alternates, keep in mind that they can't be on any other team. So if they're an alternate for your team, they're not going to be able to play most of the time. So that's kind of a tricky, slippery slope right there.
Or if it ends up being
You gotta have that person.
them two teams playing.
Yeah, exactly.
One they're alternate for one team and they end up having to play the other team. It's like
no, you can't.
Yeah.
We're not going to allow that. Whenever you put in the application, as Dynamic said, you're stuck with that team. Now we're thinking about doing trades and stuff like this also, kind of like the NFL, through mid-season we'll probably have a cutoff time, kind of like the NFL does.
I don't think you can trade 6 players for me.
No, it would not take no.
can you play without 6?
No.
Oh, no.
Well, okay.
Negative.
Say you have
But
you have a team set up and one person can't make it. Can you play 6 on 5 if it's agreed on?
Well, you can negotiate with the other team and say, hey, can we postpone this for a little bit? But there is going to be a time. Yeah, exactly. A deadline of when you do need to play, because we can't be sitting waiting for everybody to eventually play their games to continue on the tournament.
I say like within a week is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking too, and then we'll have it broadcasted and we'll tweet it out and everything on the HCU Twitter, on everybody else's Twitter, so that people could go over there and watch it live, or watch the replay on the HCU channel. Dynamic, you mind taking it over for 1 second? I'm gonna get my little man some green beans and I'll be right back.
So I think, but like playing 6 on 5, if the other team agrees to play against.
Whoa.
Sure.
Oh, what the hell is going on? If the other team agrees to play only having 5 people, that team is at a disadvantage anyway. So I don't see why not, because we're playing only objective games,
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really just gonna hurt them.
I mean, that's up to them. They
Yeah.
feel like they can beat, a team with just 5 people, and that's up to them. It's up to the other players as well. Where's AR at?
I don't know. Gunsmoke?
Oh no, that's weird.
He's not there.
He's on the call.
He's in here. I don't know where he's at.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty good idea. So, viewers out there, y'all got any questions y'all want to ask about, like how this is going to run, how it's going to go about?
Oh, Gunsmoke doing something real quick.
Okay. Figured he would have chimed in by now.
We just need to get more. We need to get more
market minute trading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good shot.
So what do you think? Do you think there's gonna be enough people on the website to do?
For 16,
That's the thing.
6v6, I think it's going to be. I know a lot of people. I mean, we all know a lot of people that play hardcore. So I mean,
that's the problem. I mean, if it gets to where we don't have enough players, I mean, we'll have to lower the teams, but we won't be able to do 6.
Make it 4v4.
Yeah, but we're not going to have any problems. Just playing throughout the nights or the days that we do already, we run into several teams. All we have to do is
Yeah.
put the word out there. We can look on YouTube and find teams out the ass. I don't think we're going to have any problem because everybody wants to play in the tournament. Everybody wants to prove how good they are at COD, so I don't think we're going to have any issues. Actually, I think 8 teams might be a little bit low for the amount. Because if you think about it, HCU, I mean, we could probably make 4 or 5 teams as it is.
Probably.
And then we
The
go
only
to
thing
the outside world.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is be streaming it. And you'll have
But they will have to have a YouTube though, or be
Oh.
able to capture it, I guess. Or can
We're getting
they,
some.
can have it record on and somebody else like record it, like go and record it with the capture card?
Well, what we're thinking is actually maybe not for the first round, maybe not for the second round, but definitely on the quarterfinals and on the championship game, having somebody streaming it and broadcasting and doing like having 2 what is it called?
Broadcasters?
Comment. Yeah.
Play-by-play analyzer, sort of.
Yeah, definitely for the championship game.
Y'all there?
Yeah.
We're getting some distortion pretty bad.
Yeah, it is.
Coming from, and we also got a question about some kill streaks.
Yeah, we're gonna get into kill streaks. Please hold that question, and we'll get into that. Gunsmoke, what do you think about this, man?
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
Yeah.
The connection is a little boo-boo at the moment, but
yeah, straight through.
Work our way through.
I like it. I mean, I think it'll work, but it's just a matter of coordinating everybody's schedule and, like you guys said, a referee for a connection. It's just about stable connection because there'll probably be a lot of complaints about lag, and people will say, "Oh, you guys only won because you."
Yeah.
What are you guys gonna do? Switch back and forth between who gets host, or it's just gonna be one main person for both teams?
It's like Dynamic was saying. We'll have people designated as hosts.
Referees, pretty much. They'll be the referees and the host.
Yeah. So that way it just plays straight through. You don't have to worry about switching over between hosts after each game. There'll be actual people out there that are dedicated to that. Kind of like there can be people out there dedicated to streaming it. There could be people out there dedicated to commentating it. You know, really the world is pretty big on this tournament. It's not just if you're playing in it. You know, that's the only front that we have on this. We have a ton of different things. You know, you can be a designated commentator. You could be a designated referee. We got a place for just about everybody in this.
Oh, that's cool.
You don't want to play, you can commentate. Referee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daron, what you think, man?
I think it's a good idea. I mean, it's been thrown out there before. I know we've said it before. But anything to shed some light on some hardcore game series, I'm down for.
Yeah, because
for sure.
we all think it's way more entertaining than core, especially after the game we played the other night, and there was just nothing but fucking sniper rifles and LMGs running around that it threw us into a core game. That shit was fucking redonkulous. I don't know how anybody plays that shit.
That was the worst game I played in my life. 5 people were snipers with tac inserts, and the 6th person was an LMG target finder kid. That was terrible. On Nuketown.
Wow.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Dynamic, anything else you want to throw in before we get into what we're thinking about banning and
Nope, I believe got everything covered so far.
Okay. No, let me look over my notes here that are scribbled down in my book. Okay. We will be taking discipline on people.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you get out of hand and you start, you know, cursing other people, we want it to be a respectful league. You know, I know all of us, whenever we're in the game, we're going to be cursing at each other, at the enemies. But once you get back in the lobby, you keep it respectful, or else Dynamic can suspend you or fine you a lot of money. That goes straight to me.
Wow.
Okay. Already went over the team representative, and that makes it a hell of a lot easier for everybody, especially Dynamic, that's going to be dealing with all these people. he'll only have to talk to one person and make sure that if you are your team representative, that nobody else is contacting Dynamic. Just keep a steady contact with him.
Yeah, he'll get flooded if not.
Exactly. Yeah, you do have to register, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. But basically, you just get in contact with Dynamic or get in contact with me, and I'll get you in contact with Dynamic. On Twitter would probably be the best place. And I'm at HC Union, which is easier to remember. That's why I said, you could go through me if you want. That's at HC Union. And then Dynamics is at RDGJF :
I don't know why you always call me RDG.
Well, we got some people that are already wanting in.
Okay, all right, good
cool.
deal.
David Goodall, you just heard him.
All right, let's move on to the stuff we're thinking about banning. All right, we're thinking about no explosives except for grenades.
Yep.
That'll eliminate the noob tubes, the claymores, the betties, and I know a lot of people like to use betties and claymores the way that they play, and we might actually need to discuss this if we do end up playing search and destroy, because that might be integral to some people's play style.
Yeah.
But we want to focus on keeping this fast-paced. The way that we all play hardcore. Exactly. The way that we all play hardcore and shine light on how hardcore really is instead of this perception that has gone over YouTube that we're a bunch of fucking corner campers and shit. So that's one thing. What do you guys think about that, Money?
Are you excluding C4s?
I was thinking about putting it in there too. That's a question mark right there. I mean, we'll have to discuss that.
I'm all for that.
I think it's fine. If you're gonna put grenades in, I don't see why you can't.
Of course, Kaiser is already screaming about C4.
Of course.
He's like, I want my pancakes.
All right, well, we'll leave
Gotta
that
have
up.
my IHOPs.
We'll leave that up for a vote.
I think the difference between grenades and claymores and bouncing betties is grenades are more skill-based. You just can't sit them in one spot and hope someone runs over it. You have to be able to throw it, and you have to you use it to clear out an area.
I will kind of disagree with grenades being skill-based, because,
it
they can just chuck them.
Claymore or a bouncing betty.
Yeah.
I will agree that C4 is way skill-based.
And the thing is, it's like, we're just trying to not have it campy, and that's what betties and claymores promote, sitting in a corner with a bouncing betty.
Of course, they will not be no Liberace's.
No, hell no.
No Liberace shot charges.
No. And we'll get to that in just a second. But I think we all agree on no noob tubes, no betties, no claymores.
Go ahead and kill the Peacekeeper too.
Yeah, we're
my opinion,
putting that up for a vote too. If you want to take the Peacekeeper out, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
the SVU is gone. I'm sorry, spam snipers.
And the XPR. I'll take that out as well.
The fully auto FAL would probably be banned. The target finder is definitely going to be banned. We don't want to promote,
How will I ever see my target?
Yeah, you're never going to get a kill streak, Money. The
How
more
will I
we
ever
check
see
out.
the enemy?
Now here's a point that is going to be kind of controversial. Okay, EMP grenades. Now we're talking about the secondaries. We're talking about taking out concussions and stuff like this for the sake of making it entertaining. Because a lot of teams out there will just want to spam concussions and flashbangs and stuff like that. But EMP grenades, because if we allow certain kill streaks in the game, such as the gay robot, aka the AGR,
sentry gun,
the sentry gun, the wah-wah, then in case you don't know what a wah-wah is, that thing that you set up that goes wah 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 wah.
Oh, the microwave. Okay.
Microwave, yeah.
That's what I call it. I don't even know what it's really called.
So if you allow those as kill streaks, then you kind of have to allow EMP grenades. But EMP grenades can be dual purposed, where they can be spammed and end up
yeah,
could be an issue in a tournament.
You're just throwing them to players instead of equipment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So that's something we definitely need to go over. Money dropped out for some reason. But, Diana, what do you think about EMP grenades?
I don't really have an issue with concussions or secondary stuff. I think EMP grenades are a must because there's an easy counter type thing to it too. If you just wear hardwire. But if we are gonna allow streaks like sentry guns and stuff, there's no way to take those out unless you use an EMP.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it's either take out the sentry, the guardian,
HGR.
the HGR, or keep in EMP grenades, which I think EMP grenades would probably be just fine as long as we keep it at that. We don't keep it at concussion or flashbang because we want it to be entertaining to watch and to play, and we want it to be purely skill based as opposed to just spamming, like throwing an EMP or throwing a concussion around a corner and then walking out there and then throwing another one and walking out there. You know what I'm saying? Gunsmoke, I know you roll with EMPs all the time, so I'm pretty sure I know what you're going to say, but...
That's a yay.
Yep. And you want the gay robot, so...
Yep.
All right. Jerome, what do you think?
I think MPs are fine. I'm cool with that.
Okay. Are we agreed on, we don't want any concussions or flashbangs, and
I do agree with that.
certainly not shock charges.
Oh, hell no.
Hell no.
Yeah, because that's just gay play.
Yeah, it sucks.
Dynamic.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Dynamics pretty much already discussed this stuff, but if you want to throw anything in. All right, as far as any other equipment or secondaries, can you guys think of anything else that would be a nuisance to good gameplay and fast-paced gameplay and something that people would want to watch?
You said target finder, right?
Yeah, target finder's gone.
Dual band.
What?
Dual band and smoke, but of course, if you're going to get rid of the concussion and EMP.
Yeah, and then smoke would be... Well, smoke... I don't know. Smoke could be in there. We could allow smoke.
Damn it.
You're trying to get across
Yeah.
a certain point.
But I think
It's
that...
very important on Dom sometimes. It can be.
It's very important on Surge, too.
Yeah, but I would disagree with letting in, the what the hell is that thing called? The heat signature, the infrared scope.
Yeah.
That's a dual band, right?
That's the dual band.
Yeah, I would, okay. Yeah, I would disagree with letting that in.
No ghillie suit. Free flex suit, no ghillie suit.
I don't think you can change it in this game.
No, you can't.
What about...
What a
trophy
Cap 40?
systems, obviously, right?
What's that?
Cap 40 handgun.
Cap 40, I
Fully
don't
auto
think...
handgun.
I don't think anybody should really be using handguns in this game anyways. Because they do seem to have an advantage over regular guns, like something with the lag feature in this game. But we can discuss that if you'd like. Because they do have somewhat of a disadvantage also. But, we'll have to leave that up to the people also. But, tack inserts, of course.
No.
Yeah,
I
they're
forgot
gone.
about them.
Yeah, they're absolutely gone. Alright, now let's get to kill streaks. Okay. Now, we've already talked about the Sentry, the Guardian, if you want to use it. The Hunter-Killer drone, what do you guys think?
No. No care packages, no Hunter-Killer drone.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking too. Except the care packages, if we're playing Search and Destroy...
Nope.
You still don't want it in Search?
I hate... You're gonna tell me that it takes skill to get a care package through a VSAT? A VSAT through a care package? Or a swarm? That's stupid.
Yeah, but the only issue with Search is that you won't get those higher up kill streaks unless you run the care package.
Well, you can get, you can do RC car.
But we're talking about... Oh, okay. Yeah, you could do the RC car and whatnot. Okay, I'm fine with taking out care package. I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
That's understandable. I agree with.
What was the question that you had, Jerome, about the stuff being banned?
I didn't forget what I said. It's
No,
awesome.
no, it was somebody on the stream that.
I think that you already covered that.
Okay.
It was just talking about like what score streaks are going to be allowed and
right. And then also whenever you do the application, so to speak, you could voice your opinion to me or Dynamic. So I'll be helping out Dynamic in this, I'm sure, in some form or fashion. But you could also voice your opinion on what you think should be eliminated and what you shouldn't. And then we will put out an official registry video or something on the HCU and let everybody know the actual rules and regulations that everybody
got
needs
one
to.
War Machine.
Oh, War Machine's gone. That's absolutely gone. We consider that a noob tube, so that's not going to be in there. The Death Machine, though, is up for debate.
Of course.
No, it's because I mean, because it does have a disadvantage because it's slow as balls, but it has the advantage to where it's pretty much a one-shot kill, so that's why it's up for debate. And a lot of people won't actually run that either because they'll be trying to go for vsat or EMP or you have to give up a kill streak slot for that, so it kind of balances out in that way too. But it's completely up for debate. I don't.
Are we keeping like UAV counter? Like, I mean, it's not exactly like somebody else is like saying no RC cars, but
I think RC cars and search is
In search,
it's kind of a given. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And RC cars too. I mean, you think about it. If somebody uses up their kill streak slot for an RC car, that's kind of a disadvantage for them because they're only going to get one kill out of it. Whenever they could put on, say, a stealth chopper, for example, or a VSAT, or a counter UAV, or something else that could be a lot more helpful for their team. So if they want to give up that slot and just get one kill out of it, then so be it. That's kind of how the game balances itself.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And it's just the stuff that we consider bitch-like that we want to make sure to eliminate that will slow down the gameplay pace and not view hardcore the way it should be viewed.
Sleeping, I think lightning strikes and your both escort and helicopters are gonna be fine.
Yeah, and of course VSAT. All the higher up kill streaks are perfectly fine with us because if you could get up to that point, then you're a fucking beast.
I'm sorry, I just thought of something. What about the whole if you kill 3 teammates, are they gonna get kicked from the game, or are you gonna turn that off?
No, I think they should be kicked.
Well,
they wouldn't be doing it on purpose.
Well, I say we leave them in the game because if they killing their own teammates, all they're doing is hurting their own team. They're not helping their team at all, and they're going to end up losing. So I don't think there's any reason why we need to go down to 5 versus 6. Because somebody is hurting their own team. They could hurt their own team as much as they want to. Yeah. So I say just leave them in there. No kicking them out.
Okay.
Because it's a tournament after all. Nobody's going to be going out there purposely team killing each other, and that's the reason they put it in the game in the first place. Because you got these fucking dumbass motherfuckers from Core coming over to troll people, and we know there's going to be no trolling going on, or else they'll just get kicked out by Dynamic in the first place. So.
Yeah.
But okay. Dynamic, can you think of anything? I mean, we touched a little bit on what maps that we want to do, and I think that's going to be a part of the setting up process or the application process. Letting Dynamic know what maps you like, what maps you despise. I think we can pretty much roll out like drone, unless it's for search and destroy or something. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we still need to go over and make sure that everybody's on the same page, but. It'll be all downhill. Can you think of anything else we need to throw out there?
Are y'all guys gonna make like another video with the official?
Yeah. After we get everybody's feedback, then we'll put out the official rules. Okay. But this is the point right here where we need to bring up anything that we could think of that needs to be banned or anything that we're not thinking of. And also, it's like Dynamic said too. This is a trial run right here. We'll correct problems as we run across them. But as long as we get a pretty good foundation, I don't think we'll have very many major issues.
I'm gonna look to see what other stuff there is before we end it. I don't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
Pretty much got most of the shit covered.
Can you think of anything else, Dynamic?
I don't see anything in my notes we haven't went over.
Let's see.
Let's see.
I'm about to
I think if
look.
I can think of anything.
Can you think of anything on smoke?
Oh shit.
Not right now.
I know this will come up later, but like, I want to jot this down. Time is the wait in between games, like say breaks and stuff like that. Just say somebody needs 5 minutes, 10 minutes, give them between games, and then I think if everybody's in a lobby and like half your team doesn't show up, 15 minutes from the time that your first player shows up in a lobby, that first game's a forfeit.
Wait.
Yeah, and I
20
think
minutes,
that'll
30 minutes,
be...
something like whatever they decide.
Yeah, and I think it's really up to the team too. I mean, there's a difference between two teams meeting and about to play a match, two respectful teams about to play a match, and then a team that you're having issues with and they're purposely making you wait and stuff like this, where it needs to probably bring dynamic into the picture. But I think mostly this is just going to be a bunch of respectful teams playing against each other, so we could kind of keep it low key. What's the word I'm looking for? Keep it casual whenever we're setting up the games and whatnot. So we can make rules, but it'd be up to the team to say, hey, they've been keeping me waiting for 15 minutes. If there's valid reason, then it'll be up to them to actually turn them in, so to speak. But
I have a question. So you said that the person who isn't host will get to pick the game type and the map. Is that what you said?
No, that was when we were dealing with some pansies that we were dealing with.
Okay.
Actually, in this, what we're thinking of is doing the maps kind of random and possibly setting up standard game modes to where everybody knows they're going to play these. So, like, the first game mode will be this, and the second game mode will be search, and the third game mode would be like capture the flag. We could do it that way, or we could do it random also. We could have random maps, like when Dynamic puts everything into his computer database, and it goes beep boop 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 boop, and then it prints out. Then it could just give you a random map on like Hardcore Dom, a random game mode, and it'll give you 3 of those if you're playing a 3 game series. That we could do it like that, or we could make it standardized. That's really up to the participating teams that want to play.
I think the best way is like to do like a random generator with all the game modes or all the game nodes that we choose, that we vote for, and the game modes and all the maps. You know what I mean? Just put it into a random generator. It's easy.
Yeah, I think that would probably be the best way too.
Like Dynamic can just do it for everybody. Takes
you could have the ref in game do it or something.
Oh yeah.
That's a good point too. I like that idea.
Perfect. Yeah. Just like I think because like with the random generator, I'm not.
But
sure.
the only thing bad about the ref in game is that if somebody slips them a 20, then they could get in the game mode that they want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No. You'll do it like right beforehand. I guess I'm thinking people will stream and stuff like that, but that probably won't be the case for everybody.
Refs are most likely the guys that are going to be able to stream it as well.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
Okay.
I'll be down for that. I could probably stream a couple.
It would have to be, because if we're going to stream the semifinals, we're going to have. I mean, it's going to have to be people who can stream.
Yeah, and once we get to the point of the semifinals, then we'll have designated people for that. It's just, round 1 or round 2, that's going to be kind of iffy as far as people streaming it and whatnot. But you know, once we get down to the quarterfinals, it's going to be a big deal, or at least it should be.
Yeah.
You see that shot? That was beautiful.
I'm
Anyways.
using nice. Screw you.
All right. Can we think of anything else? Is there anybody in the YouTube universe out there in the stream that have any questions, or anybody have any questions at all?
Let's see. Anybody out there got any more questions? Let's hear them. Give it out here. We'll give you all about 5 minutes to catch up with the video, and probably end it after that.
Yeah. Anybody in Skype have any questions up to this point? You know, we are kind of still in the beta phase, but once we get everybody to apply and jot it down, and they have
says he wants to call back if you can get a chance. He might have something for him.
Okay, I've been trying to call him. I'll try to get.
And you said that there's gonna be like somewhere where we can see the brackets and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do all of that. I'm gonna figure all that out and do that for you guys.
Yeah, Dynamic's got every sport on lockdown, so he knows what the hell he's doing.
Good shit.
He makes brackets in his spare time.
With nothing on them.
Makes brackets. Brackets make brackets for him.
They're just all blank.
Just blank brackets. Well, name them. Whoever wins, I'll do that. Yeah, there's a website out there. I can literally go and enter names, the teams, and then I could take a picture of it and just put it out there.
Oh, nice.
Head glitching. Somebody said something about head glitching. There's really no way to referee head glitching.
And
it's just.
Yeah, there's just.
It's just something that you're gonna have to tolerate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that too, you know, behavior like that, behavior that we can't control, like camping and head glitching, those people are most likely going to get called out by the people watching the videos.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to say, man, you guys are a bunch of scrubs because you're just camping the whole time.
Especially if they're streaming.
And game
Somebody's
record has to
podcasting.
be on. Oh, wait, the host will know that. Never mind.
Yeah.
JK.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, too, there's going to be a record of it in the stream and, you know, all that stuff.
I'll probably be in there marking all that stuff down as well, so I'll keep track of all that as well.
And is there a time limit as to when people can report back the win and the loss, or is anybody going to go back and watch it to make sure that it's legit? Or
I think that, well...
refs can tell me immediately.
Oh, the refs? Okay.
Yeah.
I know, like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure Yeah, I'm pretty sure, being that he is a ref also, as well as a host, and he'd be eyeballing the game, making sure everything's on the up and up. And as far as cheating goes, I think I could say this pretty safely, and tell me if you disagree, Dynamic, that if you get caught cheating, then you're fucking kicked.
Whole team's kicked.
Yeah, you're gone forever.
Yep,
Yeah.
banned.
from the HCU, too. We don't condone
I'll even go and
cheaters.
make a Google Doc blacklist.
Yeah. We don't like cheaters. Not
Yeah.
Yeah, cheaters is not cool.
Well, luckily, we've never ran across a cheater in the HCU, except for Diana.
That's true.
Because I someone plays for me, or my team carries me. One or the other.
Well, the wireless hack is what I'm talking about.
It's hard to get away from that shit.
Shut up.
It really is.
Hey, y'all played on my host last night. We dropped triple nukes.
Because we were all lending you about 20 megs. Anybody on the stream got any questions?
I haven't seen anything pop up, so maybe they're just
Okay, well,
being quiet.
In closing, and jump in here, Dynamic, if I'm missing anything, be sure to contact me or Dynamic if you want in on the tournament, if you want to be a referee, if you want to stream, if you want to commentate over the games, anything to do with this. My Twitter is @HCUnion, and it's
Actually in the title.
Okay, yeah. So it's right there, and I'm the easiest person to reach because I have the easiest name. Dynamic, what's your Twitter?
Dynamic 12, 2 eyes.
2 eyes and Dynamic.
And a colon.
And a colon. But that's the user. That's not actually in the title.
I was waiting on that one.
He's a real
Waiting on
asshole.
it.
But Yeah, okay, so get in contact with one of us, and if you get in contact with me, then I'll link you over to Dynamic, and get at least 6 people together that you want to play in this tournament, at least 6. Really, you could have as many as you want, but don't get crazy with it. You know, maybe 8, 9 people if you want some spare people, but you don't have to have spare people. At least 6 people. Figure out who your representative is for your team. It doesn't have to be the team leader or the clan captain, and your clan does not have to be registered anywhere. So you could put any 6 people together, but understand that once you have those 6 people, that's going to be your team. That's the team that you register. Okay, so get your team representative, get in contact with us, and we'll go over the application process, which is going to be simple, just asking you questions about what do you think should be banned and what game modes do you like to play and what maps do you like to play, and we'll get all this worked out, and we'll end up getting you into a bracket and carrying on with this tournament. Also, you guys still there?
Yeah.
Also, we need a name for the championship game. We need, like, kind of like Super Bowl. We need a name for the championship game. So if you guys could be brainstorming that and get back to us. We want to make it something professional sounding, you know, kind of like the Stanley Cup or Super Bowl or World Series type of thing. So if you want to brainstorm on that, that would be great too. But I think that's just about it. You got anything else, Dynamic? Dynamic?
I think he is just a purd. He's an RUNNOFT'd.
Okay, well, if we got anything else, you know, we'll tell you about it.
No, I don't. Actually, I don't.
Okay.
Mike was muted.
Anybody else in Skype have anything for the stream?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Well, you know how to get in contact with us. If you want to be a participant, then go ahead and do that, and we'll holler at you later. Soon, after we get all the participants together and we work out the details on the rules, then we will post a video on the HCU laying out the official rules, and everything will be good. All right?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Later, everybody. Thanks for watching.